Welcome back to yet another 213 crispy video, and today we got ourselves another unboxing and a product review of a infrared thermometer made by HOLDPEAK. This particular product came from Amazon, just about like everything else in this world that I buy. So if you are in the market, check down low in the description for the link to this particular product. But long story short, got into the RC world and am going to start getting into the RC racing, and a good thermometer is going to be kind of key to a lot of different things. Checking heat on ESCs, motors, batteries. After a race, for example, that's what this is going to come into play. Trying to tune a nitro engine. If you're trying to do it correctly, then you're going to need to be able to check the temperature of your head in the process of running or after your run. As soon as you pull, for example, like my boat, as soon as I pull it off the water, take the canopy off, and I can throw this gun on there and check what kind of temperatures we're working with. In general, you could use this thing for a bunch of different scenarios. Working on cars, for example, you can put on a header, and let's say one header is a lot colder than the other, then you know that cylinder's bad, or dead, I should say, has no spark, or something's wrong with basically something with it. You could use it to check HVAC systems, basically anything and everything you need to run. You need a thermometer for, but you don't actually have to physically touch it with a probe or something like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do our standard boxing product. So on the side, it's going to have a danger logo, which says laser radiation, avoid direct eye exposure. That's kind of common sense. On the back of it, it is going to tell you this box is made for 5 different versions, and it's going to give you these specifications to each individual model. So if you are it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different models. So if you are looking for a specific model and you want to zoom in or pause this, you are feel free to go down this list if that is what you choose. But to me, pretty much as long as it reads Fahrenheit and they all have that option, then I am happy. So this particular model that I had purchased is the HOLDPEAK HP 981C, number 50, blue and black, new. Like I said, it came from Amazon. I want to say I paid $11.99, I think is what it was, $10.99, somewhere around there. So it's not an expensive unit. Let's go ahead and unbox our product. The reason why I chose black and blue is because I wanted something a little bit different than everybody else. So I chose blue because most people run black, red, or orange. This way I can identify mine a little bit easier, or at least I hope. Inside here, let's go ahead and get started with some of the packaging. So apparently I am now a VIP customer, and I get 20% off my next purchase with this plastic card. And it looks like a little credit card. So yeah, and it says if I'm unhappy, then if you're not satisfied with your purchase and you have any questions, please contact us by email or Facebook to solve your problems quickly at hp@holdpeak.com. So yeah, kind of cool. That is my battery charger that you hear beeping, and I'm going to be using that to show you some heat differences and some stuff that I've got across my workbench. And then inside here we've got our user instructions, or manual, however you want to look at it. It tells you your introduction on how this particular product works. If I need to explain this, maybe this isn't the product for you. Quick start, it's going to tell you kind of what does what. So again, maybe something that you want to skim across if you wish, or if you're curious on what does what. Maintenance, clean your lens, blow off particles with compressed air, or gently brush removed debris with a moist cotton cloth. Case cleaning, clean the case with a damp sponge or cloth with mild soap. use the device is not in use for long periods, please take the battery out. Obviously, that's pretty much common sense. So, again, this one also runs off of a 9-volt battery, where some of the other ones run off of AA's. I am a fan of 9 volts personally. That is my preference. So, I like 9 volts better than I do the standard AA's that most of these come with. So, let's go ahead and open up our packaging for our product. Now we got that done. So first things first, don't feel too bad. I will say the trigger, it feels cheap because there is like no movement. So if you watch this, you're gonna notice that triggers, there's not much to it. Again, what do you expect? I know the battery housing is in the grip. So let's go ahead and install our battery. And then we heard the audible beep to let us know that it is plugged in and turned on. So obviously, first button first that I want to do is I want to change the mode to Fahrenheit. So I went ahead and hit the Celsius and Fahrenheit. So then now I can hit the mode button, and it's going to tell me max, average, a couple different options. So, yep. So, to give you an idea of what I was referring to about being able to scan certain things or whatnot to be able to tell temperature, I've got a couple different batteries that I had just thrown on a charger really quickly, just to give you an idea of temperature variances and what to look for. So these two Power Max batteries have just came off of a charger, and the old Sanyo has not been touched. Now, these are a future video on their own. If you guys have watched me or followed me on Instagram or Facebook, you may have already got some hints as to what these are about to be, but for this video, we are focused on our thermometer. So I'm going to scan this battery, and this is telling me this battery is at 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So if I go to this one, this battery is at 80, we'll say 87, 86. This battery, like I said, has not been touched, sitting in my garage, and it is a whopping 66.2 degrees. So it does what you need it to do. It's not a fancy unit by any means. I can't complain as to what you pay for what you get, but for what I need it for, it's going to be a very simple product. Like I said, I'm going to use it to help tune electric motors, electric ESCs, and battery packs, specifically LiPos. Whenever I go to start doing racing, I'm going to check all of the components as soon as it comes off the track, see what I got with temperature ranges, make sure that I'm operating everything safely, but I also want to make sure that I'm getting the most out of those products. So, for example, let's say I get a battery off from a racetrack after running a full race, and the battery's not even anywhere remotely warm, or let's just say the motor. We'll start with the motor. The motor's remotely nowhere near warm, which tells me I might be able to get more out of it by changing some gearing or change the voltage around a little bit. Whatever the class that you're running with, you might be able to tweak some things just by monitoring your temperature while you're racing. So that's why I have decided to purchase this. Now let's take some weights. This particular product we are going to measure in grams, which is measuring 150 grams. And keep in mind, these weights are all with the battery in it. It is measuring out in ounces as 5.3 ounces. And then for pounds, this product is measuring out as 0.333 pounds. So if you are interested in those, then I will put up some screenshots of all the weights. But all in all, it does what I needed to do, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick product demonstration of a very cheap and economical tool that I personally feel is kind of a necessity in the racing world, or nitro world, depending on what you're doing, or boats. That I'm going to use this with anything and everything. Whenever I go out, I needed something. I've been talking to a friend of mine, JJ, and we've kind of tossed around this idea of why you would need one, and I felt that I've not had one, and I'm going to use it around the house. Multiple different things. It's not just an RC related topic, but I mainly have purchased it for RC. So with that, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go and check out the Instagram and Facebook, because I post this stuff on the social media sites before I post the videos up on YouTube for you guys to watch. And also make sure you guys check out the product description for the link of this particular product, and it's going to be down low. And then with that, we're going to wrap this video up, and thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful and fantastic day.